Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 of Manor Lords. Again, we're going to keep this intro sweet and short, but in this episode we will be doing the expansion with woodwork and hunting. We're also going to throw in a little surprise there at the end. Not a happy surprise, but surprise in all itself. Anyways, let's get right into it. So this is where we started the expansion. We wanted to move down here because we have the hunting lodge. So we're going to start with getting that log resource going. That way these guys don't have to go all the way up to the top there to collect and bring materials down. Then we're going to need that saw pit because at least they can work off of the back of that when we have logs. Next we got the woodcutters because the homes we put in, they're going to have easy access to heat up their homes. So yeah, we're adding the birches. Bang, we got 7 plots. What is it even called again? I forgot, I don't remember. So yeah, it was only 7. We added 3 more, and due to the taverns entertain up to 15 houses, so I'm adding a different one, or sorry, an extra one down there for more expansion, so we can get 15 houses up here, 15 down here. I'm just checking out the approval, which is going not too bad, and it's telling me now that when people suffer from disease, we need herbs or whatever, which we do through the forager. I think not forager. Yeah. It's like they upgrade to that one where they can collect herbs or grow herbs or whatever it is that they do. Now I keep getting this notification that our pantry's full at the foraging thing. So I take a look at this granary here, and we have so much room, and I couldn't figure out if maybe there's a specific way where you can get them to start bringing it over. I don't know if I need more families working there. It's probably a quick Google search, but these kind of games, I kind of like to just figure out things myself as we go along. Alright, so I think here I'm just checking some things out, seeing where our workers are, because I do want to keep some families free to be able to build out what we got going on down there. So there's 5 free families. Here again, I'm just checking. So we don't have enough regional wealth to start the herb garden, which I think it takes me a while to actually kind of really figure out where we get the regional wealth from, but I think it's from upgrading the homes and doing trade where, the actual citizens are making money. Here, this was kind of like my fault. You're going to learn why by the end of the episode here. So I actually do have the spear militia, but because it was red and not colored in, I thought maybe they weren't ready or prepared to fight. But I think it just meant that we're not at full capacity of the 36 guys. So here, actually live watching this, I think I wanted to check. So see how it's glitching? Every time I click it, it closes and goes back to the previous screen. But later on in the video, at some point, I mess up and I tell them that they're able to just hunt all the animals, and we lose that resource. So yeah, these guys are building out, taking a look around. I see that I have fuel for 6 months. We got food for 9 months in advance, which is pretty good, because winter's what, 3 months? Yeah, they do it by this, normal season, so 3 months. Yeah, so I'm seeing here there's the bandit camp is sighted, which I thought this was really interesting because they actually have the camp and the dudes walking around, and you know, it seems like they're preparing or whatever they gotta do, whatever bandits do. Here we got the clay mine. So I didn't realize that you're actually, like, I thought maybe it might ruin it if you build right on top. But I guess you're just supposed to build the mine on top, because when you actually see it, you'll see that they have what you can call like a tiny little quarry. So we built a road out, and then yeah, we place it on top, and then yeah, there you go. You can see it there. So we're gonna fast forward to winter time here. We got that clay. I'm taking a look at the clay furnace. I don't believe I built it here, but I'm just taking a look at what other industrial things we can get. So I decided we're going to build out a road and have maybe some industry going here where people can work the tannery, since we have the farm, or not the farm, the hunting lodge there. Yeah, the tannery. I think what I just put down earlier was the clay. I put down the dye thing there for some reason. I think at one point later I deleted it and I put it by the forgery. Or forager, not forgery. Because the berries are up there and we need quick access to the berries to create the dyes. So I get, this is finally built, so I put a family in there, 2 families to work it. I think I put it back down to 1 later on, but let's get a view of this. Oddly enough, I don't know if this is going to be fixed, but down in the actual ditch here, I can't actually walk down it. I'm floating on top. Minor details, right? Then I decided to go take a look at some of these deers. So we're just taking a stroll here through the forest. It's really beautiful in the winter. So now we're taking another look. So that storage for the thing, we have all that wood and stone and this and that, but for some reason they're still not collecting those berries over there. But now I'm gonna have some storage down here for the meats, leather, or sorry, I should say hides rather. Whatever extra logs they get down there and stuff. So our clay furnace is finally being built. And now we've spotted another enemy unit, which these guys now are starting to get fairly close, I think. Oh no, they're still on the edge of the map there. So we're not yet at that part. So that's almost built. Those are built. So yeah, the raiders are near. So yeah, we're going to take a little bit of fast forward here. These guys are going to walk by that camp because they got something else in mind, which you can see they're really close to where we're collecting those berries. And they actually step onto our land. But I also did not notice that when we go down a little bit more south here, all the new stuff we just built, these guys are actually coming in. And I thought maybe the militia was just like an automatic thing, which it's not. Sadly enough, it's not. So we're gonna get down on the ground here and watch these guys destroy all of our beautiful work, all the hard work our citizens have put in. Hard-working men and women. But yeah, let's just do a little bit of cinematic view of this. I'm gonna shut up and let you guys watch. Yeah, it's pretty sad to see all that hard work we put in and it's just a pile of rubble, dust, smoke. And we got a little bit lucky here because these guys only took out one building. And maybe it's something scripted or there's just a time limit on it, but it says their unit has been broken and the attack is called off because they could have easily just wiped it out up there as they did down there in the south end of the town. But we got a little bit lucky there. So you can see there is a rebuild, which I don't think it cost any resources. It just takes time, which, you know, no one's really actually working right now because everything's burnt down. So we got lots of people, extra hands to rebuild our homes. So these guys can put roofs back over their heads. And, you know, we just gotta, you know, suck it up, pull up our pants, and start all over again. At least we're not starting from the beginning because, you know, we still got the framed out, the building's framed out, the layout, and we don't have to spend more material. From what I could tell, it's our resources up there are still at 242, so it hasn't gone down. It doesn't seem like anyone's bringing anything, so quick rebuild. We got this rubble pile here, fix that up. But our brave citizens, I don't think anyone died, and they're gonna rebuild out this town. And, you know, we're going to build it back better and stronger than ever. Because we are resilient like that. Or so I would like to hope. Because we have a few more years to get through. And we have more land to claim to become one of the great lords of the land. But, yeah. I'm going to end the episode here. I didn't want to keep these ones too long because I got to be honest, I've recorded all of the content for this series. At least I'm thinking I might do a second series of this because it is a really interesting game and I want to play it again. So I may as well record it because these videos are actually kind of easy to create, but like I always say, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. Slapping a like or giving me a subscribe always makes me happy. It's nice to see those down in the notification center, seeing that you guys are watching these videos, buds. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I appreciate you guys. Enjoy. Have a good one. Bye-bye.